there's no investing in that. I'm definitely gonna at some point need to invest and buy in a capture thingy where I can record it without using the internet. I'm already putting aside money so I can invest in a mic,
Fair
so I can
warning.
have. Oh, hold on.
This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful
Shoot.
or terrible, but we're all transfixed.
I think I know
It's
the movie,
all
but I can't
a
remember.
lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room.
I hope you
But
can't hear that sound.
Sometimes something
it's on a
crawls
PlayStation.
out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello? Anyone here?
Okay, so I've already put aside some money to investigate. Actually, I did some investigating before buying some mics to see which were good, and I watched some videos. And I'm getting the ones that I can afford when it comes to mic with good quality. Then I'm gonna start investing in getting, because I want to start trying to take this more seriously. At first, I didn't because I didn't think I was very good at this. Then I decided, well, maybe if I keep trying and stop getting depressed about it, I'll become better at it. Hold on, what's the interact? There we go. So give that a shot, or you know what, just do it for fun instead of worrying about it as much as I have. It's the same thing I keep doing with my writing. Whenever I realize I'm not at the level of something I want to be at, I get depressed over it and I just quit instead of, focus on whether or not I enjoy doing it. Do I enjoy doing this? Kind of. I like it because it does make me want to complete a game, because if I'm recording it and I know at least somebody might be watching it, then I'm more likely to focus on that instead of jumping on to the next game, which I mentioned before about in my previous stream. Hold on.
I saw it a long time ago. I
My
keep seeing it in my dreams.
my previous attempt to stream this, when I said that I was debating between streaming this and Resident Evil Origins, because I never finished that, and I did start a stream on that, but I was like disappointed at how much I kept dying. I wasn't very good at it. I'm not good in Bang Bang, which I think was pretty much what I was doing in that game, if I remember correctly. I'm not good at those kinds. I'm not good at shooting games in general. I think you can tell if you saw any of my, well, I think one of my Overwatch gameplay streams. I did that once, and that was it, because I was like, ugh, I'm really bad at it. Would anyone want to see? That's how I get about it. Anyway, after I get that mic, I thought the mic was more important because I was planning on doing some more voice recordings, and every time I listen to my voice off of my camera's mic or my tablet's mic, because sometimes I use my camera, sometimes I use my tablet. I think I use my tablet the most when it comes to audio recording because it's more convenient. I got the tablet right then and there, and in order to use my camera,
Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
in order to use my camera and record, which my camera's mic audio is really low and I think worse than my tablet. And in order to upload any of the footage I record off of that, I need to do it through my laptop, which I'm rarely on now because for some reason my laptop, I don't know, I don't know why, but I need the Ethernet cable in order to use the internet now. For some reason, Wi-Fi won't work on it anymore, and I'm not sure why. I can't quite, maybe it's because I'm not smart tech-wise, so I don't know what the problem is up there with that going on. And so anyway, once I get the mic, so I can do more audio recordings. If you saw my video where I was talking about how people were reacting to Jacksepticeye's thing about Sakura, you would see that the audio quality was not that great, and I plan on doing more-ish types of videos, not like that, but not really, because that was the only one I did where I was talking about something like that, and I'm not sure if I want to go in that direction with things, but I do know that maybe I want to start doing stuff where it's audio related.
Hello?
Like, technically. Ooh, that's creepy.
Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are relevant. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, you out.
I have the subtitles there and I can't even
I've
read
done
them.
enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
That better not be relevant, whatever the hell I just said. That better not be relevant later. No face person. Anyway, god damn it, now I lost my danger. Well, anyway, just know that I'm going to try to take this more seriously. Last Thursday I couldn't record because the internet, which is what I mentioned in the video, because I did manage to get that video to upload later when the internet did come through. But by then I was too tired to want to do an hour-long gameplay of anything. Do I even need to make these an hour long? Probably, I don't know. I pick an hour because that's where I think I enjoy doing it the most. Did I just go back in circles? Shit, I think I did. Hold on. I'm so stupid. Anyway, I said I wanted to try to maybe diversify my channel with whatever the stuff I do. Like, I don't want to just keep doing gameplays.
And the poster.
I also
I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
I also want to do other stuff, like maybe where I talk about books, animes, manga, comics, blah 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 blah, etc. Anything that piques my interest. And if I can get a stand for my camera and prop it up just the right way, maybe even do videos where I draw, maybe. I'm not really good at drawing, but maybe if I film myself doing it, it might help me see where I go wrong. And maybe if anyone watches it, they can point out where I went wrong. Maybe offer some tips, because I'm already watching videos on how to draw better and stuff. But maybe it might help if I see someone, not if I see someone, if someone sees me do it and can point out what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. Maybe. I'm just getting. So other than the mic, I plan on getting that as soon as I can. And after I get the mic, I plan on getting the capture
Did
thingy.
I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Oh no, damn it. Well, hopefully it still keeps recording. Anyway, card capture thing. The only downside is when I get that is I'm gonna have to edit the footage, which might not be professional. It's definitely not gonna be professional. It's gonna be wonky at first. I know it is, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to edit things. And so I hope you can bear with me on that. But if I do it that way, it means I can chop out any unwanted bits, like when I get lost, when something takes too long, if I die so many times in a boss battle or whatnot. I can just cut those useless bits out unless something funny happens, and I'll keep it. And then in IRL, the only reason, like her, would be for me to go through this creepy ass place is if I was trying to find evidence for my brother. Other than that, if I didn't have that motivation, I would not be going through all this scary ass stuff. I'd be bouncing. Like, nope, out of here.
Shit.
I'm not going to be that reporter character or that investigator character going like, I gotta solve this mystery. Nope.
Pick it up?
Somebody else can.
Really?
Why do I have to pick it up, though? Can't I at least put gloves on or something? If you can hear my dog snoring, I'm sorry.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette winner and you're it.
That's weird. It's funny, but weird.
Oh, look at this place. Where am I?
I'm a trophy for doing the bare minimum. Fight button. There we go. Nailed it. I still have a crappy screen.
The same gun.
So it's kind of hard to tell what the hell the things are saying.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
Oh hey, if I get the card capture thing, I don't have to do this stuff at night anymore. I don't know why that just occurred to me. I also have to do some investigating and research on what's the best one of those to get. I already did what would be a good starter mic, so that's the one I'm gonna get because it's cheaper and it's to also help me test out how serious I want to get about this. Because I do want to get serious about it, but I also don't want to pay 100 for something so soon. So maybe start small first, especially since the mic I have an interest in is decent price, and from what the guy in the video showed me, works great, just fine, perfect for what I'm doing right now. I might even want to try to do voice acting. That's been piquing my interest once I saw other people, and I do like sometimes doing voices, so I don't know, let me give that a shot. Like I said, I want to do everything that interests me is what I want to do with this channel. So right now, games have always interested me. I've always liked playing them. So that's why those are the most things on my video. That, and once I started doing games, I got scared of doing anything else because I didn't want anyone to say anything about, like, why was I doing other stuff. I don't know. Back when I was younger, son of a biscuit, I was really weird about my way of thinking. I was even so insecure about my own voice, which is why I would not really listen to my videos much. And when I did, I would cringe and never watch them all the way through because I didn't like my voice. I thought it sounded ugh. And then I realized maybe it's the audio of my mic quality. That could be it. That could be why my voice sounds terrible. Maybe it's not me as a person with a terrible voice. Okay, I think I'm talking about too many interesting stuff. I'll just focus on more positives.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director.
It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Okay, I know. I'll talk about Obey Me. It's a Shall We Date game that I'm a little obsessed with, though I'm starting to lose said obsession.
You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen.
That looks like it's a real curse.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it.
What if she's crazy?
Oh, thank you. That was horror.
Okay, what if she's crazy and that's why sometimes some people look like games and some of the other ones look like real life people? We'll explain the doctors. Anyway, Obey Me. It's a game that, Shall We Date game. It's an ultimate game. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Where you date or woo. It's some people are saying you're dating all 7 of them. It's a poly relationship. If so, yay. I mean, on one hand, when it comes to dating games, I don't really like having a poly. I would much rather it focus on one specific character, and just have an open relationship be an option. That would be nice. Because I want to date, I'm sorry if I butcher his name, Mamon, yeah. I like his character the most. At first, I wasn't sure how to feel about his character. He reminded me of a character from Battle Blood Brigade, and that's probably why I liked him so much so fast. Because he reminded me of that guy, one of the guys. I think Zed is his name. How can you like the character and you can't even remember his name? Give me a break, okay? It's been a long time since I've seen that anime. Like, okay, hold on. Okay, shoot. I'm being super stupid. Yeah, god damn Wasn't thinking. Okay, anyway. It's been a long time since I've seen the anime. I last watched that anime when I was probably 16, 17. Who knows? I can't remember. That's how long it's been. And then when you see that he kind of tends to steal things from his brothers, and I don't like that, but when you find out why he does it, and others, it doesn't make it better, but it does kind of help dive into his character. And out of his brothers, I think, me personally, it's just my opinion, that he cares about MC the most, in my opinion, from what I could see when I played the game. Or maybe I just like the way he loves MC. I feel like they all definitely do care for her, though I have a slight grudge, just a tiny one, towards Belphegor. Just a small, tiny, whiny, insignificant grudge against him, because technically, if we were not related to Lilith, a spoiler, if we were not related to her, he would have, again, spoiler, he would have killed us. Killed MC. I feel like the only thing that now he later does grow to care for MC later, of course, duh. That's why he's part of the harem.
The hotline.
But it's still messed up that you did all that for him. And he was going to kill you. I really hope you don't mind spoilers. I should have said spoilers sooner before actually. I just felt so caught up in the conversation. And I still hold a grudge over that. And one of the reasons I said I was slowly losing interest in the game, despite it being something that I was... I greatly... Is there a duck button? I don't think I discovered it. Hold on. Okay, there is. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was so stupid about it. I should have discovered that button sooner. Anyway. Now, I do like him to an extent. Some of his moments when you get his cards and get to do the Devilgram thing are really nice. And honestly, if it wasn't for that one scene, not the one scene, the couple of scenes where he tries to kill you and then I think technically succeeds, but then some time thing happened. I can't 100% remember. It's been a while. It took them a while for them to come up with new chapters, and now that they did, they updated the dance battle system, if I remember correctly, and they made it harder. So much so that my broke ass is stuck on, I think, lesson 27, I think. That's where I'm stuck at. It's either lesson 27 or lesson 26. I'm stuck somewhere on that lesson, and it's peeving me, like, a lot. Hold on. Oh, I want to see if I get out. Okay, anyway. I'm stuck on that lesson, and the fact that it's so hard to move on to other lessons, which, by the way, they now...
Hissing sound that
technically a spoiler.
me earlier.
They added others.
Burrowing
like,
into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
okay,
That
they...
babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
They added other characters as love interests, who probably would have been my top... Diablo and Barbados, I think is his name, is how you say his name. Those would have been... Immediately regretted that. Those would have been my top two loved ones had they not waited so long to add them, because now I'm a Mammon stan who can't even pronounce his name. I know I'm doing a terrible job being a big fan of... Terrible. Being a big fan of him, it's messed up. How can I call myself Stan? Can't even pronounce his name. That's like saying if I was a Legless Stan and called him Legless Stan, Legless. Yeah. Imagine say if I was a Legless Stan and I pronounced his name as Legless. Legoless. Why did I go? That was stupid. No, it wasn't stupid. It was getting high ground. Shit. Anyway, I like him the most now, especially like I said, I spent all those You spent a good amount of the game, in my opinion, building up a good bond. God dang it! I got so caught up. Okay. Anyway, you spend a good amount of time getting caught up in a relationship with him and stuff like that. And if you do the beach, if you did the beach event, I'm not sure if they added it to the thing, but if you did the beach event, the fact that he goes off instead of enjoying himself completely, he goes around bringing you pretty shells because he thinks you'll like it. And even when he brings you that first shell, he asks, do you like it? Does it make you happy? Something along those lines. And if you answer yes, he gets really happy about it and runs off to go get you more. And I thought that was really sweet. And really helped him win me over. I already was won over to him when Alphagor, forgive me if I'm saying his name wrong, tried to kill us, and he was the one that held us in his arms, if I remember correctly. How can I say that scene won me over if I can't even remember it correctly? I don't know, but it's from what I remember. And now, this is not me trying to downplay any of the other characters' emotions and how they probably felt. But I, again, personally believe that he felt the most hurt by technically MC's death.
Hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
Okay, I feel like if you die, things you collected before still stay with you.
It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes
so,
you hum it over and over.
I like the game. I like talking about it, and I've been wanting to talk about it more, but and I even joined groups so that I could. But then I get really, really afraid to actually talk in said groups. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I felt like not later. It took me a while to get into the game, so there's already a bigger following than what I am. And there's this one group that I was in that said you can't repost things that somebody else already said or asked. But they were a big group and have been around for a long time, and I just recently got into them. So how am I supposed to know what somebody asked already? Does that count? Son of a biscuit. Does that still count for like year-old posts? Because I would hate to do that and make a comment about something, and it turns out somebody else already said something. I guess that's kind of why I like making my own groups, but they don't kick off, except for that one group I made. That one's kicking off. I'm not going to say which one, because I don't know. I feel weird about mentioning it, because it feels like maybe I'm bragging. But there is this one group that I made, and it's doing way better than all the other groups that I've made. And I'm happy about that, because it's the first successful group that I made, and it makes me happy to see everybody else having fun, posting silly memes about a show that, it's not a show yet, it's getting an anime, but right now it's still just a manga. And it makes me so happy to posting memes about this manga and other stuff in it, and one person posted a meme, and I asked if they could probably do a little something with the meme, and they actually did it, and that made me happy.
With the Bureau. Are you still sane?
Can't do it.
Please, talk to me. We saw you deal with the compromised agents.
So I am crazy. Knew it. Anyway,
Is it?
I feel the most.
Tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Love
Director.
interest?
Faden.
Probably not.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
She kind of looks like that
Women
chick, like the
full
opera
lockdown.
chick from
It seems to have spread everywhere and
The Greatest
to everyone,
Showman.
not
I'm not sure if I'm the
protected by
only
an
one thinking that.
HRA. And extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. And Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
I wish I had some water.
Trench is dead.
Kind of thirsty.
Shot. Ah. I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me. Saying things.
Every time she has
It's hard
that
to
talk
make
to
out,
herself
but he told
moment,
me to
I think there's
cleanse
gonna
the
be a
control point,
choice for me to choose,
push the
and there
hiss out.
isn't, so I get
whole
embarrassed for
room
being on
shifted.
alert.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not
'Cause I'm
ready to
also-
tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable.
Okay, now I don't really trust her.
I can't even. Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
Is he
But
hot?
there's something
Maybe I
I
do.
need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already.
Love
She's the
interest?
opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet.
Darn, maybe
Or
not
rather,
love
the
interest.
bureau she's a part of.
Yes.
No, wait, there's
can
like
try.
opposing sides love interests. Love
I'm speaking
interest,
for you,
back
of
on.
course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
I can't read what it says I'm supposed to do. Jessica knows that. She died because of that little square.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Or it's because I let go of square. Because I did
Jesse,
that.
over here. We need to make a.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot.
Yeah, she had to have
Thank
one.
you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen,
SBC.
the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing.
I thought he was the one
I
who was
think
dead.
he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years in...
Where's the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Oh, I know what became of her brother. Oh, the Papa's girl phone. No, wait. No, the Papa's girl phone.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Has anyone ever wanted to be in a
Thanks,
meeting and then, like, jump up on the table like this and then walk angrily or something like that over to someone while on that table? Because that's something I've always wanted to do.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No, just inside.
The source is internal, then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
I was wrong. I don't think she looks like that opera girl. I could be wrong still, but I don't know.
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, Maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that, given the circumstances.
Damn straight.
I think I will. Yeah.
I was gonna make more love interest jokes, but I don't want to push it.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Makes sense to me.
Got it. Thanks.
I remember all of it.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Every time I play games like this, I always watch characters' lip movements and stuff like that to see how weird and jarring they are. And I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like her movement was a little weird. Not that it matters. I mean, that stuff is hard to do. But still, I don't know. I just thought I'd bring that up.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Must matter somewhat since
Just
I
let
did
me know.
to me. I don't know. I don't know. I just like bringing up things that I notice or think about sometimes. I think I said this before, but I'm pretty much a silent gamer unless I want to crack a joke, which is why streaming gameplay was probably never a good idea for me, other than the fact that I wanted to do it because I kind of like it. I like that technically I'm sharing a moment for anyone who does decide to watch. I like that if I do make a stupid joke, I'm not the only one who has to suffer through it. And maybe I might get praised for it. I don't know. And I like that it helps keep me focused. Because sometimes I can be crazy with my gameplay. Not too crazy, just like, I don't know how to describe it. Not only that, when I first started off doing this kind of stuff, I thought it would be fun. Until I realized the whole buttload of anxiety I get because sometimes I'm worried about how my voice sounds. I'm worried about whether or not I'm entertaining. I worry about... Nope, sorry, I'm sorry. Back to Obey Me if I can think of something. Okay, like I said, I like the game. It's fun. I like the story, but I don't like the gameplay. I mean, it's a free dating game. What do you expect? They have to put something in it to make it a little hard. That's why I just wish there was a version of it where I could just buy the dang game and play through it like a normal Ultimate game that you would buy. That way, I can get the story and romance the boys like I want. Be all flirty with demons has been my dream since I was a little lass. And not have to do those stupid dance battles because I'm telling you, they're annoying and they get in the way, in my opinion. For inexperienced noobs. Well, I'm not a noob. I've been playing it for like a year now. 2 years. Yeah, a year. I've been playing it for like a year now. So I'm no longer a noob, but I'm not great at it. I don't have too many UR cards, which means it's harder to move through certain dance like lessons. And the only one I have upgraded to 110 right now is Asmodeus, who is my, I want to say, 7th favorite one. My ranking on the brothers goes as this. Mammon, like I said, I'm a stan. He's number 1. Leviathan, or Levy, is number 2. Satan's 3. Lucifer's 4. No, wait. Okay, Levy's 2. Beelzebub is 3. Now Satan's 4. Lucifer's 5. Shoot. Okay, hold on. I think I'm forgetting somebody. Okay, Mammon's 1. Leviathan's 2. Beelzebub's 3. Satan's 4. Lucifer's 5. Asmodeus is 6. And Belphegor is 7. There we go. Nailed it. Sorry, my brain was doing stupid brain farts. Yeah. Now, there is more to Asmodeus' character than being, you know, the lusts, and he has his sweet moments. I've played through certain stuff, and you can see where he does do kind acts, and if you analyze his character more, there should be a character if I was good at doing analyzations of people, I would probably, not of people, of characters, because those are, like, more easier and better done. Though, sometimes I'd watch character analysis videos, and people would always be like, you're not an expert in it. It's of a video game character. Does that really matter? No one says this applies to real life people. I mean, when people do character analysis of, like, books or stuff, studies on books and stuff, I don't think it should really matter if it doesn't apply to real life all that well. If it applies well for the book, and no one's claiming they're an expert. They're just giving you their analysis, their thoughts. Anyway, let's not get into that. I might actually try to do one. I don't know. I've never done it before, and so I'm nervous because it's my first time. Ooh, if it's gonna be my first time, then I should do Mammon first. You wanna know why? Because he's our first. If you play the game, you'll get it. Or just watch any Mammon compilation from Obey Me, and you'll get the joke. Because they all, as far as I know, because I watch a lot, because I love him, it's always, that joke, the reference to that joke, is always included in there, so you'll find out soon. And that's actually what made me want to play the game, because I misunderstood what he meant when he said he's our first. Shit, I'm too busy rambling, and I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Okay, anyway, that I thought it was something way different than what he meant when he claimed to be the main characters first. Am I supposed to look for the old janitor? I think that's who I'm supposed to look for. If not, I'm sorry. I can't quite read what the hell's up there. My screen's, I never got the chance to buy a better TV. Anyway, might do one on him first, even though I usually like saving my favorite characters for last. Unless I get impatient, because that has happened. I would play Ultimate games, and I usually save the character that I think I'm going to like best for last. Except for that one time I was playing Pub Encounters. I played the one I thought I was going to like the most first, because I didn't want to wait. I got impatient. I wanted to play his route right then and there. And I was right. He was the character that I liked the most. Pub Encounters is a game where you date older gentlemen. I would say it's, for me, because it fits my taste, it's a 6 out of 10. Maybe a little lower, because honestly, the only ones who were good romanceable options, and I'm fucking lost, the only ones who were good romanceable options were Ryunosuke, which is the one I romanced first. He's the CEO business guy of a lingerie store. And,
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, Then, reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
And watch me not do any of that, because flip you. Anyway, I can't remember all the other one's names. I just remember his, because that's how much I loved him. But there's a detective guy, there's a lawyer guy, the flirty lawyer guy. He's a playboy, if you ask me. You always gotta have a womanizer character in those stupid Otome games, if I'm being honest. There's bartender guy, there's writer guy, who I also thought I was going to like, but I was wrong. I thought I was gonna. There's always, every time I play an Ultimate game, there's always one character I assume I'm gonna like and I assume I'm gonna hate. And I'm usually wrong. I don't know why it surprises me. I don't know why I keep having Pikachu surprise face about it, or 'cause it happens a lot. Like I said, I pick a character. Oh, you know what? Was this telling me all along where I was supposed to go? Son of a biscuit. Then I better look out for that more.
There it is again. A welcome message.
God, I'm so stupid. Okay, and that writer guy was the one I thought I was gonna like. Other than Ryunosuke, who I was right, I loved him. But other than him, there was another character who was like always this nice, kind, guiding hand, helped give mature advice to the MC and stuff like that. And I thought, wow, he's so cool. Is that the janitor? Oh my God, it's not the janitor. Okay, wow, he's so cool. There's the janitor, right? No? Okay, hold on. It's the battle. Okay, and I was wrong. I hated his route because here's what I hate about some Ultimate games. Not all of them have it, and this is mostly fanfics, is where I found it the most. But my most hated storyline for love stories, like romances, is when a character plays a love game, which seems dumb for a 50-year-old man. I know, the characters in the game are old. He's 50, the bartender guy's 60, if I remember correctly. 60 or 70. And the rest range from 40, I think, like 43. With the bartender one being the eldest. But I still like the game. I knew what I was getting myself into when I got said game. The whole allure and appeal to it was the fact that you would be dating older guys. Sexually. Better know? Oh shit, okay.
Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
Okay, that was dumb. Okay, so the one that I didn't think I was gonna like. Shit, fuck, where was that from? I didn't think I was gonna like was the lawyer guy, because usually I don't like womanizer characters, player characters, because they usually tend to think of women from the ones I used to see and used to play, they used to have some nasty opinions on some women, and it was MC change in games. Least favorite trope of romance of all time is characters playing a love game, and here's why. If I do play a love game, out of curiosity, I like reading fanfics of him. Fine, I don't know why. Anyway, honestly, no why. Oh, it was not fan. It was because I had a character when I was younger. That was back when I can't remember my age. I think I was like 14 or whatever. I can't swear to it. Now, I read one out of curiosity, and it was a love game, and I was like, that's so dumb. I would never fall for someone if they asked me to play a love game, because I can somewhat be competitive. I'm not 100% competitive, but when you do activate that side of me, it's bad. And since I know that your objective is to make me fall for you, no matter what you do, it will not trigger a positive response from me, I could literally be getting mugged and you could save my life. And I would not stop to think, oh my god, you're such a good person, you saved my life. I'm like, nice try. You thought you could win me over just by doing a heroic deed. Well, guess what, sweetheart? That's not gonna happen here. Because I still ain't... Dead letters. Did I enter the right room? Because I still ain't coughing up this heart. You ain't getting this little blood vessel in me. Or blood muscle. Because I know body parts. Nothing you do would work. You could be like the kindest and sweetest person, but it wouldn't work because I know everything you do would be to get me to like you. Maybe not risking your life to save mine, because, you know, who the hell would do that for a game, but it still wouldn't work. And because I do not want to lose this. I do not want to give you the satisfaction of me going like, okay, you went, I fall for you. That's why if I was ever in those romance movies, and usually where the girl does confess because the guy doesn't do it sometimes, I don't know. And sometimes the guy would break down. He would have to break down, and when he did, it was going to be one of those oh shoot moments, because I'll be like, wait, you're actually in love with me? Damn, I didn't think you would admit defeat that bad. Oh my god. I can be bad when it would probably ruin the moment, and he wouldn't anymore. Because I probably would be like, loser. Or maybe not anymore, because that was back when I was younger. I'm probably over it to an extent. I definitely still hate losing, so I definitely would not confess my feelings. Even if I did fall, I still would have the problem that I had back then when it comes to love games.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Would not confess. Even if they did, somehow, some way, make me fall for them. Well, I'm still not confessing. He ain't winning this. Even if he says, I know you're in love with me, just say it. I don't know what you're talking about. Because has stolen the machine, baby. I've never felt such emotions a day in my life.
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to test it.
Okay, crap. The ability to love has left the building after my mother messed me up. That's a joke. Don't worry about that one. I thought it sounded funny. I was trying to look for something to go with that joke. Anyway, do I shoot it? Would shooting it work? I don't think shooting this working. Hold on. Anyway, he has a 50-year-old ass man. He's the one who suggested it, not the main character. He suggested it. And even if the main character suggested it, he's older than her. He should know better. But anyway, he does what everyone usually does in those stupid love game stories. How do I get to that? He calls it off when he finally does start feeling said affections. And the only reason he did do it, because he already had a bit of an interest in her to begin with, and thought it would be fun to toy with her, which is fucked up for a 50-year-old man to feel that way. I'm sorry, I keep bringing age in this. Anyway, so surprisingly, I did not like his route. But the player who I didn't think I was gonna like, I did end up liking his route to an extent, because at least he does treat you a little bit more better, and he's not exactly a player. He was just basically a womanizer flirt, and he somewhat does come on a teensy bit strong, if you maybe teensy bit to me, I don't know. I mean, given the games I've played, I would say a high worse. Is she gonna die at the end of this game? I can't swear to it. Just seeing how much...
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the bureau. I'm no one's director.
Fuck, give me the job then. I mean, I'm gonna run this place into the ground because I'll be terrible at it, but still, I'll take it. Anyway, can we stop talking about his route? The player guy's route is, like I said, better. In my opinion, because he's a little bit more mature than I thought he would be. Shit, how did I shoot it for? Oh, okay. I'm supposed to let go. Okay, anyway. But my favorite ones, like I said, were Ryunosuke. He's top boy, #1. Then the detective guy. His route is literally pretty flippin' sweet in my opinion. And I like how they were supportive and helped each other get over stuff, and how the MC helped. Well, she helped him get over more than he helped her get over anything. She didn't really have any trauma or problems that needed fixing. Knowing how to love. What do I do with this? I hope that respawns, because I messed up. I don't know how to feel, because I moved on from Obey Me to that, and that feels kind of weird. Guess I couldn't really think of much to talk about Obey Me other than if I know. Oh my god, I almost had a heart attack. Other than the fact that I know I'm gonna rant about Battlefield 4. I hate that the game just makes you forgive me. In real life, someone tries to kill me. I don't care how they feel about humans. I don't care what really happened to them by humans. I feel like the fact that I helped you escape your prison rooms and did a bunch of other stuff to help you out, showed you nothing but kindness, should excuse me from something. Also, technically it wasn't even a flippin' spoilers. Again, I'm gonna be in spoilers. It wasn't even a human's fault for why he even hates humans. One, your sister fell in love with a human to her own free will, and then when his short life was finally coming to an end because of an illness, it was her that decided, oh hey, you know what? I'm gonna get this forbidden fruit and bring him back. That way he can live a nice, long, healthy life. And it was your angel pals who's like, that's wrong, and punished her. Okay? It wasn't a human. Humans did nothing to her other than a guy falling for her and making her happy with her life. That's it. That's literally it.
You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
So your hatred should not be towards humans, but no offense, Simon? No offense to him. Your anger should be towards angels, considering they were the ones who wouldn't let her bring back at least one tiny human. I mean, yeah, I get it. Rules are rules. 'Tis your time. It is your time. Does my health build back up? I don't think I paid too much attention to that fact. And I'm pretty fucking low right now. And do I take fall damage? Because I'm thinking about jumping down there. I hope that's all of them, because I'm gonna... But I probably shouldn't jump down. Okay, that's stupid. You're right. Okay, I do heal. Sweet. Alright. Now, I wish when something I always hated is when characters would forgive other characters so flippin' easily, especially when said character just tried to kill them not that long ago, and that's always bothered me. Okay, that's always bothered me. I'd always think to myself, I would not be forgiving this person so darn easily, especially since they tried to kill me, and all I did was offer them friendship and kindness, but they couldn't get over their hatred. Okay, sometimes some characters have a reasonable hatred, okay, I get that. But it still doesn't change the fact that I didn't do anything to you. I don't care how reasonable your hatred was. You misguided it when you pointed it at me, and I didn't do squat to you. And so I didn't like the fact that there was no not forgive him option, at least for a while. Like, maybe a lesson or two, because I feel like trying to kill me is a big deal. So maybe a lesson or two, then maybe I can sort of like forgive him around then. Make him work for that forgiveness, since he's done nothing to... Oh my god, how far did it push me back? I don't want to have to do all that all over again. It better not have given me an easy out. Something gray. That's a small thing that bothers me about the game, and it's a small thing that bothers me about him. That's pretty much it. Nothing major, nothing really serious, other than I hate the dance battles. I wish the lessons didn't have to be so darn hard, but that's just because I haven't gotten the materials to properly level up my UR cards, the few UR cards that I do have. And the more I keep trying to do it, I don't know, maybe it's because of how my internet is, which makes the game slow sometimes, and my tablet's not exactly in great... I was hoping that there was an item, not that. I don't know why I rushed in there. I thought there was the entity and that was it, and I could carry up and cure it before it killed me, but I was wrong. Well, that was wrong. That's why Battle for Gora is all the way at the bottom of my list. And maybe it's because I don't get to spend too much time with Asmodeus, so that's probably why he's a little bit lower on my list. And the others, like I said, are recently new romanceable characters, and you can only really romance them at the moment when you get to later lessons, which I have not reached yet. And their home scream and Devilgram things don't count because I don't have many of their Devilgram cards. I literally only have 2 of the angel guy, whose name I think is Simon? Can't properly pronounce it. Screw me. I only have 2 of his... no, I think 3. 3, because I got one from his birthday event, and the other 2 were just lucky on the draw. I only have those 2. I have 0 of Diavolo, 1 of Luke, and 1 of Barbados. So, not many Devilgram stories for them. I can't remember how many of Mammon or of any of the other characters. And I really hate that I think the game just put me in a safe-ish spot and took me from the other spot instead of letting me restart from where I last died. I can't tell. I think, just a theory, that when you die, if you completed something or other, it does take that into account, so you don't have to start over again. At least from what I noticed when I checked areas that I already went through before I died, and then when I go back to them after I died. God damn it! Why are you still alive? Then I want to go back to them after I died. They're no longer working or function anymore. I mean, not function. They no longer exist there. So I'm assuming that that's the thing. Maybe I noticed wrong. I don't know. I'm an hour and 11 minutes into this, and I haven't gotten too far. And that's pissing me off because I'm starting to get sleepy, and this feels like a wasted gameplay, and I didn't have much to talk about. At least with Resident Evil. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about this game. I got it because it was on sale, and I was like, ooh, character with telekinesis, sign me up.
8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes.
Remember that thing I got?
This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched...
Yes, and that's the disc I got.
3 dozen pencils. And once...
Isn't this kind of remind me of?
A
SCP, maybe. That, I don't know. It just feels like something that could happen in the SCP. Speaking of, I heard it's getting a manga. Yay. I only know a little bit about it because I've only read up. I thought that was a creepy person, I'm not gonna lie. I've only read up on the ones that I liked and favored, which were Cain and Abel, that rabbit one, that one where you go, it reminds me of sort of like Alice in Wonderland. You go through this little well thing, and you end up in a strange world, and the animals that look dangerous are the ones that are safe, if I remember correctly, and the animals that look safe are the ones that are dangerous, and you can't be called by the same name or title. If you do, I think one of them takes your place or something like that. And there was this rabbit. Shit! That's scary! That's scary! That's scary! That was scary because it just came like technically from out of nowhere. And I was over there and I was calm. I was talking about a stupid rabbit. This is the room I was in, right? This is it. This looks like it. Anyway, there was this rabbit, and I kid you not, I fell in love with him the moment he was like, no, 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 no. And all throughout, I even watched a video
Emily
on
said
him
that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
where someone did an animation of it, and never in my life have I wanted to, other than the My Hero Academia character, never in my life have I wanted to flip a rabbit so damn hard. Again, other than that My Hero Academia character, I think we all know the one I'm talking about. I went outside and the moon was out early, and that's a lot of blood.
Maybe there's a key nearby.
Why can't I just use my telekinetic powers and push the door open? Then again, this place is designed for people like me, I guess, or things like me. There's no person like me. Anyway, I only know a bit about... Oh, and the Garfield one. The Garfield one creeps me out so much because it took something I love and made it scary. I loved Garfield. I even liked that shitty movie they did with Bill Murray. I think that's who was in it. My dad didn't like it, if I remember correctly, because he refused to take me to see the second one. And little me was like, why not? And he said, because usually sequels are worse than the first. And I was like, but I like the first one. It can't possibly be worse. Toy Story 2 exists, and that's like a national treasure. Anyway, he still refused to take me to it, so that made me sad. Is this something that allows me to tell it? Because I just realized maybe it's a teleportation thing. And if I just wasted my time teleporting, I am pissed right now because I clicked without really thinking. That's why I don't like to, not to say that I'm not stupid even when I keep my mouth shut. I mean, I'm pretty stupid both times. I hope I can quit my game because it's getting late and I don't want to stay up too long. Anyway. And that's how much I did like Garfield. I was never fortunate to really read the comics, and I was only able to see some of the cartoon movies. But so it is a wonder why I liked him so darn much. I guess from whatever media form I was fortunate enough to see him in, that helped it, and the fact that I like animals. Anything that was animal related, little me ate it up like candy. And so that SCP scared the flip out of me. Especially since it's just this big, fat flesh, and it just creeps me out, and I don't know how I would be able to defend myself against it. And that scares me more. Monsters that I can't defend myself against, which I feel like it scares everyone, so it's not just a me thing, scare me the most. Which is why games where I can't fight back are my least favorite, because those are the ones I'm most scared of playing. Games where I can fight back and horror related stuff, yay, I'll play that a lot faster than I will ones where I can't, because I'm like, well, that sucks. I want to be able to defend myself. I don't want to feel hopeless. I don't want to feel this. I already feel that in my real life enough. Anyway, I'm wasting time rambling, and I really couldn't stick with one subject. That's another thing that bothers me. It's a thing I've noticed about myself and have never been able to fix. I never stay on one subject or one topic for long. Which is probably why I never did a video, because it's on certain stuff. That and because I have don't have a good mic. But once I do get that mic and I get better audio quality from said mic, I will try to do videos and experiment and try to develop my own style of video making and things that interest me that I want to talk about. And I will force myself to stick to that topic and that subject and work it out somehow, because I was originally going to try to do a video on Blood of Zeus, but then by the time I felt like making it, because I forgot about stuff and didn't really feel like rewatching it, and when I was writing it, I could never really feel like what I wanted to talk about with it. I mean, on one hand, if I talk about anything Greek god related, I am always going to bring up Adventures of Hercules, because I grew up watching that. And I'm going to say this again, I was never fortunate enough to watch the spin-off, if you will. I'm not sure if would you call that a spin-off, maybe. These Xena Warrior Princess. I was never fortunate enough to watch it. I remember seeing the DVD at Walmart a long time ago when I was little, and I was like, hey, that's the chick from Hercules. I remember her, and I remember hating that stupid scream of hers, but I remember liking her as a character. But I never had the courage to ask my dad to get me it. Surprisingly, though, if I saw Batman or Wonder Woman or anything type of like animated movie or cartoon, I was a lot more willful to ask for those than I would for other stuff. It was strange what I did have the courage to ask and what I didn't. It's weird for me. I don't even know why I needed courage for it to begin with. I mean, it's not like I don't dislike rejection, even though I do dislike rejection. But it's not like I can't handle rejection. I can. So I don't know why. The only time I don't think I can handle it is if I feel like if I said something and how that might affect something else. Okay, and I said I was going to end it here. I'm sorry. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry it was all over the place. And hope you'll tune in again next time, and I'll be able to do better. Or this is a long way to end a video. I'm working on that. I can never figure out how to end these.